Hello and welcome to Barry's Economics. Today I'm going to explain why wealth taxes are smoking. Have you ever looked at old adverts for smoking? Doctors recommend smoking for a healthy throat and lungs. And at the time everyone accepted it. But from the outside, it looks like pure madness, doesn't it? Oh, come on, Barry. My nan smoked 40 cigarettes a day and she died when she was 103. And she only died because she fell off a motorbike. Smoking's fine. Christ, chill out. So anecdotes. Anecdotes are the tobacco industry's best friends. Well, I say best friends. Their actual best friends are their best friends in government. So this is the mad fact. The first study that linked smoking to cancer and early onset death was in the 1950s. And when was smoking outlawed in bars and inside environments? 2007. That's 50 years of smoke screens. In this case, literally smoke screens. Half a century where everyone knew smoking was killing people. And yet the tobacco industry were like, well, I'm very sorry, but on a technicality, you can't prove that the tar in the lungs came from the cigarettes. I think we've done some funding in a phenomenon called hereditary smog. And actually, because we've paid for the funding and the scientists to do it, it came out favourable to our side of the argument, which is quite a coincidence, isn't it? And politicians went along with it. But why? Well, because the cigarette lobby had money. Now, I'm not talking about handing over wadges of money. Is wadges a word, Barry, or do you mean wads of money? I mean wadges because wadges are bigger than wads. And they don't have to prove anything. They just have to create doubt. And that's what's happening with the wealth tax. Everybody knows, it's so clear, that inequality and poverty is choking opportunity. It's sitting and squatting on people's lives and suffocating them. But billionaires have lobbyists, think tanks, friendly newspapers, or their own newspapers. Whole PR departments that are whispering in government ears, wealth isn't bad. It's not bad. We've got to grow. That's the solution. Growth is the solution. We've had so much growth and we've got to carry on growing. You know, we've got to increase the size of the pie. Well, I mean, I know technically my pie is big enough, and if I shared my pie, there'd be enough pie for everyone. I know that. I absolutely know that I could solve world hunger with my pie. But it's my pie, and I've created the pie. But you see your little pie over there, if all of society grows, your pie will get bigger as well. And then everyone will have pie. Leave my pie alone. Look, we've just got to grow. Wealth isn't bad. We've just got to grow and grow. You know, and grow like a cancer. Grow until we take over the whole of society and it kills the Actually, no, scrub that. That's not a good metaphor for what I mean. No, you know what? I will go with that analogy. Taxing extreme wealth is as obvious as banning smoking in a hospital. And that's the worry, isn't it? That we can have 50 years or more, like smoking, of denial, of doubt, of anecdotal kind of like, actually, Barry, my nan's 103 and she's been poor all her life and it didn't do her any harm. In fact, when she started her own podcast about being poor, she got some actual mystery funding. It just kind of arrived in one day in a wadge of notes on a doorstep. Yeah, a wadge, Barry, because it's big. A wadge. That's what it was. It was a wadge. 50 years of that before we finally go, oh, right. Oh, I see it now. Billionaires hoarding wealth is really bad. Oh, I feel such an idiot. Oh, I can't believe I fell for that. I mean, it was so clear. Oh, mate, I was poor all my life. It just didn't occur to me. Oh, mate, this is so embarrassing. And when it does happen, the first generation of kids are going to be looking at their parents and going, what? Dad, you let billionaires hoard wealth untaxed for decades in a democracy, indoors. And our generation will have to be like, look, It was the 2020s. Everybody was accepting it.